So I was thinking of doing this Q&A video as like a docu-series, kind of like Modern Family-ish. So like, I don't know, I think it'll be more interesting to like watch a Q&A video if it's not just me staring at the camera. Yeah, so.
I hope people like it. It's pretty crazy right now.
Daddy. Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
What is this? A blueberry? Is it for me? Yeah. Ooh. When we were gonna have Eliana, I was so nervous, like could I possibly love her the way I love Natalie? I just couldn't imagine loving somebody that much. Then she's born, and I heard someone else say it's like you discover this whole nother chamber in your heart full of love, and I do think that that's what it's like.
Who's here? I missed you so much. Can I have a hug? You want to come with me, his sister, too?
I'm gonna want some chips.
Do you?
You are so sweet. My Natalie girl. She looking at you? Is she looking at you? You ready? So I think the lack of sleep has been the hardest part for me. Would you agree?
I would totally enjoy being a parent so much more if I was more energized through sleeping more to enjoy it. Because it really is very precious, but a lot of times I'm just thinking, I just want to lay down and rest.
Yeah.
But I've felt like since this isn't baby number one, I'm not doing everything for the first time, like learning how to change a diaper. So I felt like I've been able to enjoy Eliana more.
But the fun thing is that like Natalie is such an amazing big sister. Like she loves being a big sister. She loves Ellie, and watching the girls together is so cute. That being said, there have been times when Natalie's idea of showing love to Ellie has been headbutting her. And so in those moments, we have to be like, Natalie, you can better show love to
Let me
Ellie.
do a demonstration. Baby sister! I love you! I love you so much!
I have had like no postpartum depression or anxiety basically, which is amazing. Last time that was really rough, and this time I feel good. I think it's because I was already on my anxiety and depression meds before having Ellie, and so I just like felt good this time. But I have postpartum thyroiditis, we found out, which makes sense because I was feeling like, why can I not figure out like being a mom of two kids? I'm exhausted, I can't function, I feel like I'm going to die. That's how tired I am, like several months in. And then we found out, oh, my thyroid is way off. And on top of that, like I cannot lose the baby weight. Like I try and try. Part of it is not sleeping enough because Ellie's had a lot of different health issues, nothing serious, but just making it hard for her to sleep. So I've been up with her a lot, and that's getting better. But like, you know, when you don't sleep enough, it makes it hard to lose weight. And then also thyroid issues, hello, hard to lose weight. And so that has been frustrating to feel like I'm just stuck with 50 pounds left to go. It's been really hard some days to look even at pictures of me after having Natalie at this point and how much more weight I'd lost by then, and to not compare myself, and to look at other moms and see how much they've already lost and to not compare myself. It's just been like very difficult. That being said, I do feel what?
Yeah, it is really difficult for Tiffany. Like I can tell it weighs on her emotionally. But a funny note, Tiffany comes to bed one night. I'm just so frustrated and so discouraged. I've been losing a few pounds and I think I've gained another pound back. I don't know why. 12 hours later. You know how I thought I'd gained a pound? I'm actually feeling a lot better because I realized that was after I showered and my hair was wet. And my wet hair probably weighs an extra pound or two. So I was like, I'm gonna remember that every time you're complaining about, oh my goodness, nothing has changed in the last 3 days. What's wrong? gotta remember, it's a long process.
Yeah.
Body change is a long process. Months and months and months and months. Can I get a video of you nodding your head? Months and months and months and months and months. You can see the skepticism. She still can't totally believe it.
I just feel like it shouldn't be this way, and yet it is, and it's healthy, and it's okay.
But your feelings on this topic are so strong.
It's true.
We joke about Tiffany's scientific feelings. I just feel that I should be losing more weight. Really? You feel that? You know, a lot of people who know a lot more about this say it would be at least a year before you can really expect. And you need to be sleeping more. But I just don't feel like it should be that way.
I don't.
I know that you feel that, but why are we going off your feelings?
I don't know.
Why? Why?
But the cool thing has been that I feel like I'm learning to like myself more. And in some ways, right now at, 40, 50 pounds heavier than I've ever weighed, not being pregnant, I like myself more and I'm more comfortable with myself than I've ever been before. So that's really cool. And that's just because it's forcing me to do the work that I have been able to skate by until now, I guess. Actually, we haven't even had a date yet since having Eliana. Well, by the time you see this, it will be like 2 days after our first date. So it's been 5.5 months. We have not had a date yet, just the two of us. So that's been a little rough, but I don't know. I feel like being parents, we were talking about this last night. I feel like being parents is very much a bonding experience.
Like in the same way, like any cool life activity, like doing study abroad with someone or like traveling through another country or a road trip is like you have this amazing experience, but there's definitely times you're like, this person annoys me. I can't believe they're laughing like that. Or
so what about sex?
It's I would say
there's not a whole lot of it right now.
well, there's not a whole lot, but also like not as much. I don't think there's ever been a time in our marriage where I've been like less like interested in sex. I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
Like it's like being super tired like just takes your interest in everything down.
Yeah, because James like gets up with the girls in the morning. Like I'm up throughout the night with Ellie, and then in the morning at like 6 a.m. sometimes earlier, sometimes later. He's up with them and lets me sleep for a couple hours. So like we're both just like, I don't know, the end of the night, we're not like, let's get it on. We're like, let's watch a show and like collapse.
You ready to help Doctor? This is Nurse Humpty Dumpty. We're gonna go help Jack. We're gonna go help Jack.
Nurse Humpty Dumpty. It's Nurse Humpty Dumpty.
Are you okay? Careful with your chin.
She's trying to get you. So they're asking about the differences between Ellie and Natalie. They are like night and day. I feel like Natalie is a mini me. Like she gets like a little overwhelmed and overstimulated with too many people around. Like definitely an introvert at heart. And she talks nonstop. Like this girl's vocabulary and talking is just like crazy, which is totally how I was as a kid. It ran out of diesel again? How do you know what diesel is?
Maybe this teacher to me. The nations fly, twinkle fall from the side. When the daily hope came, Christ is born and Bethlehem. Hark the hill rolling down, sing glory to the newborn King. Can I draw on the table?
So she's so much like me, and Ellie is just like her father. She just like, people, people.
She's just very happy. She loves to go see people. She's also like very physical and like will whip her body around, where Natalie is much more physically tentative.
It's true. Like Ellie like just like dives out of your arms, whereas Natalie like is hesitant to even go down a slide at the playground, and she's almost 3. So they are both like super sweet and super happy girls, but
so happy.
Their personalities are so different, and it's hilarious to watch.
I'm just really glad as the only. I'm okay with being the only guy in the home, but if I was the only extrovert, I would be so sad. So I'm very happy that I have another one. Yeah.
Like, I feel like a whole lot less pressure in my walk with God than I felt in a long time. With devotions, like, I don't feel guilt on the days when I don't have time or energy for them. Like, I don't.
Many days.
I used to feel so guilty about that, and I don't anymore. Like, if we think about it, like, if you were dating or married to someone who was like, I need to have this like intense one-on-one time with you every day, no matter how tired you are, no matter what's going on, and if you don't, I'm gonna be mad. Like, I would break up with that person, and that's just not a healthy relationship. It's more about like, we're going through this season together, and like, it's like with me and James, we're sharing it together. We don't get a ton of time. It's just one-on-one in this season, but it's just this for this season. So when we do have time, we take it and we love it. Same with me and God, but it's not like, it's not the way it used to be, and that's okay.
Yeah. I feel like God has really blessed me in that being able to sometimes just read a couple verses and feel connected and encouraged through even that sometimes very short amount of time. And I definitely do not always experience that. So to be able to have that a bunch has been really great. And I also feel like we've been able to experience a lot of God's love, like through all the people that help us, that brought us food, that like text us, or
moms being here all the time.
Like we've just been able to experience a lot of expressions of God's love and faithfulness, and I think that that's really been really special too.
Twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are. She's going to dive into my bed.
Yeah, she is. Okay, so I gotta tell you guys like what we have coming up on this channel, because I'm so excited. We're gonna have our normal Tuesday relationship videos, but then also we have season 2 of Outgrowing the Good Christian Girl starting October 1st. It's gonna be on Fridays, so I'm really pumped. The episodes will definitely be live on the podcast, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. Still deciding where the videos are going to be, if they'll be on this channel or through Patreon. I will keep you posted. So comment below things that you would like to see from us. I have a whole list of ideas already. So comment below things that you want to see from us, and from our family to yours, we missed you and we're happy to be back. See you next Tuesday.